Hello, yeah, just a update. It's been a couple of weeks, so yeah, still been busy, still painting away. I was doing quite a few Napoleonics. I've gone back now to do some ancients. I'm sort of flitting between the two as it takes my fancy, really. And this was what I wanted to do next. These are Victrix Samnites, 28mm, obviously. They'll be sort of allies for my Carthaginian army. Also have plans and have the figures to do Republican Romans at some point, so they could easily work as allies for those as well. So I should get a bit of use out of them. I've done two units like this. This unit I've sort of put a bit of a red theme through. Obviously you can see they're not uniform by any means. I don't think they would have been, but yeah, there's a bit of a sort of a red theme to tie it all together a little bit. So yeah, that's the first unit. Lovely figures, as always with the Victrix. Yeah, there's always the issue with they say the only issue really I think with them is that the spears can be a bit a bit easy to break. They're very thin, so it makes them look quite lifelike in terms of dimensions, but yeah, they do break easily. So it's always a bit of a, particularly when they're very dynamic figures like this, it's always a bit of a mission to try and get everything on the base, you know, trying to keep all the spears within the confines of the, or within the footprint of the base, if that makes sense. So you don't have loads of spears hanging off the edges, because it's a lot easier to snap them that way. If you can keep them within the confines and the footprint of the base, you've got less chance of breaking them. So yeah, that's why some of them are facing in slightly odd directions. But yeah, it kind of means you get them all on the base, and they look a bit more raggedy, which I think is probably what we're looking for with these guys. They're certainly to the strongest rules that I'm sort of using. They fight as javelinmen, they don't fight as sort of legionaries or anything like that. They are a little bit more ragtag, so 5 to a base, and yeah, it means I can squeeze them all in, so it works quite well. So yeah, that's one unit. I've done another one as well. We'll put that up next. Yeah, and these guys, they've got a bit of a green theme to them. Again, no sort of attempt at uniformity, but a little bit of a green theme running through. Just sort of, I don't know why I've sort of hit on this recently. It kind of seems to tie them together a little bit. I've heard people say it and I didn't really understand what they were meant, but when you sort of do it, it kind of makes some sense. So yeah, that's 2 units of these. That's 20 figures. So that's kept me going for the last couple of weeks. I'm going back to Napoleonics next. I bought some War Games Foundry British light infantry as a sort of an officer, and there's one of the infantry. They're a really nice pack actually. They were all in sort of skirmish poses. They're in various poses, so they'll make quite a nice skirmish unit. I've got 12 of them and a couple of officers, so I'm doing half at a time. Those guys I've done at the moment, they're just sort of base coated and inked. I've got to go back and do the highlights, but they'll be the next video, I think. I may do all 14 of them before I stick the video up, but yeah, we're nearly halfway through them now, so that'll be the next thing. And then after that I'll decide where I want to go next. But yeah, at the moment, so just flitting between the two as and when the mood takes me. At least that way I'm doing something, and it's filling the time, because filling the time is the key at the moment. I'm actually not got lots more time, in the sense that I'm still working full time. I always worked at home anyway most of the time, so that kind of thing hasn't changed, but it does mean your evenings and weekends are a lot less full than they used to be. So yeah, that's really what it's about, just keeping the time filled and yeah, keeping busy, keeping productive. So when we are allowed back out, which I fear could be certainly a good while yet before we're back to any sort of wargaming clubs or any sort of social activities like that, we will have lots of new toys to play with at least. So yeah, that's it really. Not a lot else to say, but yeah, just thanks very much for watching, subscribing, everything else. Enjoying everyone's new videos. As I say, there's quite a lot of them at the moment. A few people have commented on that, which is great. It does mean I'm maybe a few days behind, so I will catch up with everything eventually. So if I haven't commented on your video, and I normally do, I'm sure I will do. It's just let me catch up. And yes, stay safe really. It's obviously, as we all know, strange times. Everybody says it, and but it's very, very true. main thing is to I guess try and stay out of the way, let the people that have got to be out there get on with it as safely and easily as they can, and just stay out of the way and keep yourself occupied at home. That's the plan so far. And if we all do that, I guess that means we can get back out and get back to some sort of normality much sooner. But yeah, time will tell on that one. But yeah, say rambling now. But yeah, thanks a lot. Keep your videos coming. Found a few new channels as well lately. There's been a couple of shout out videos which have directed me to a few new channels, so that's been great. So yeah, it's good to see plenty of stuff out there, and there's lots of good Napoleonics and Ancients, which are the two things I'm doing at the moment. So it's great to see. So yeah, I'll leave it there. I'll put a couple of stills up at the end, and I'll speak to you again in another week or two when I've done some more figures. In the meantime, say look after yourselves. Thanks a lot.